Hi friends, today we're gonna learn a new topic to be a lady. So let's start meeting the characters. Lisa, Higgins, Pickering, Pierce. Lisa was the flower girl, Higgins is the professor, Pickering is the college, Higgins College, and Pierce is the housekeeper. So let's start our story. So, Mr. Pierce, one young woman wants to see you, sir. Higgins. A young woman? What does she want? Mr. Pierce. Well, sir, she says you'll be glad to see her when you know what she's come about. She's quite indeed. I should have sent her away, but I only thought that perhaps you wanted to talk to her into your machines. I hope I have done wrong, but I really use such a queer people sometimes. You'll excuse me, I'm sure, sir. Higgins. Oh, that's all right. Mr. Pierce, has she an interesting accent? Oh, something dreadful, sir. Really, I don't know how you can take an interest in it. Higgins. Let's have her up. Show her up, Mr. Pierce. Mr. Pierce. It's very well, sir. It's for you to say. Higgins. This is rather a bit of luck. I'll show you how I make records. We will let set her talking and I'll take it down first in Bell's visible speech, then in Brodromic, and then we will get her on the phonograph, which is a record player. So yeah, phonograph, so that you can turn her on as often you like with the blue. Who written this drunk up before you, Mr. Pierce? This is a young woman, sir. The flower girl enters in the state, also with her hat with three ostrich feathers, orange, sky blue, and red, and even has a green apron, and even has a shoddy coat which is tied either little. Higgin. So, shoddy and recluse and girl. Be off with you. We don't want you here. The flagger. Don't you be so saucy. You ain't heard what I come for yet. Mr. Pierce, didn't you were waiting, who was waiting at the door? So further instruction, did you tell him I come in a taxi? Mr. Pierce, nonsense, girl. Do you think a gentleman like Mr. Higgins cares what you came in? The flagger. Oh, we are proud. He ain't about giving lessons, not him. Well, I ain't come here to ask for any compliment, and if my money is not good enough, I can go elsewhere. Higgins, good enough for what? Good enough for yeah. Now you don't. Now you know, don't you? I come to have lessons. And to pay for them and do for no mistake. Higgins, well, what do you expect me to say to you? Flarkin. Well, if you was a gentleman, you might ask me to sit down. I think, don't I tell I'm bringing you business? Higgins. Pickering. Pickering, shall we ask this baggage to sit down or shall we throw her out? Plaga. Ah, ah, ah. Ow, oh, oh. I won't be called a baggage when I have offered to you like a lady. Motionless also. Pickering. Gently. What is it you want, my girl? Flagger. I want to be a lady at the flower shop instead of selling at the corner of the Totem Court Road. But they won't take me unless I can talk more gently. Gentle is quietly and politely. So I know he can teach me. Well, I'm here ready to pay him, not asking any favor, and he treats me as if I were. Mr. Pierce, how can you be such foolish, ignorant girl and still think you offer to pay Mr. Higgins? Higgins, sit down. Mr. Pierce, Sit down, girl. Do as you're told. She places a straight chair and near the hot rug between Higgins and Pickering, and stands behind it waiting for the girl to sit down. Lisa, don't mind if I do. She sits down, Pickering goes and down stands near her rug. Higgins, what's your name? The flower girl. Lisa Doolittle. Higgins. So, Lisa, how much do you propose to pay me for the lessons? Oh, what, Lisa? Oh, I know what's right. A lady friend of mine gets French lessons for 18 pence an hour from a real French gentleman. Well, you wouldn't have the face to ask me same for your teaching me my own language as you for French. So I won't give you more than a shilling. Take it or leave it, Mr. Pierce. Nobody is gonna Nobody is gonna touch your money, you silly girl. Somebody is gonna touch you with a broomstick if you don't stop snoring. Pickering. Higgins, I'm interested. What about an ambassador garden party? I'll say you're the greatest teacher alive if you make that good. I will bet you all the expenses of an experiment you can do it. And I'll pay for the lessons. Lisa. Oh, you're real good. Thank you, Captain. Higgins. Tempt. And looking up at her. It's most irresistible. She's so deliciously low and horribly dirty. Lisa. Oh, ow, ee. I ain't dirty. I wash my face and hands before I come, I did. Pickering. You're certainly not going to turn her head with a flattery, Higgins. Flattery, Higgins. Higgins. What is life about serious, inspired foolies? The difficulty teacher finds them to do is never lose a chance. It doesn't come every day. I shall make a duchess for this like Gunter Snip. This means untidy and even poor and dirty child. Next is Eliza. This is the view of her. Ow. Ooh. Higgins. Yeah, in 6 months. Yes, in 6 months. In three, if she has a good ear and quick tongue, I'll take her anywhere and pass off as anything. We'll start today. Now. This is the moment. Take her away and clean her, Mr. Pierce. Monkey brand is nothing but a brand of and the brand is the USA and the UK. If all the dough won't come off, any other way, is there is a good any fire in the kitchen? Mr. Pierce, yes, but Higgins, storming on. Take all her curves and bun. Bring up her Whiteley or somebody for new ones. Wrap her up in a brown paper, then take her. Lisa, you're no gentleman, you're not. To talk of such things. I'm a good girl. I am, and I know what I like to say you are. I do. Hence, we want we want none of your listen, growly prudery. Uh, Here, young woman, you have got to learn to behave like uh Howie because if she gives you any trouble, whelp her. Lisa, springing up and rising between no call, I've got her the police. Springing up and running between the Pickering and Mr. Pierce for protection. No, I'll call the police. I will, Mr. Pierce. But I have no place to put her. Put her in the dustbin. Ow. Ooh. Pickering. Oh, come on, Higgins. Be reasonable. What's the matter, Mr. Pierce? Well, the matter is, sir, that you can't take the girl up to like this, as if you were picking a pebble on the beach. Why not, Higgins? Mr. Pierce. Why not, but you don't know anything about her. What about her parents? She may be married. Yeah, darn it. Darn it. Higgins. Married indeed. Don't you know a woman of that class looks worn out, drudgy, or after 50 after she's married? Who would marry me? Higgins. By George, Eliza, the streets will be written strewn with the bodies of men shooting themselves. For your sake, before I have done with you, Mr. Pierce. Nonsense, sir. You mustn't talk like that to her. Rising. I'm going away. He's off with his chump. He isn't. He is. I don't want to. I don't want any blameless teaching me. Blameless. Blameless is nothing but crazy. Higgins. Oh, indeed. I'm mad. I am. Very well. Mr. Pierce, you didn't need to order. You didn't need to order her new clothes for her. Throw her out. M- Mr. Pierce, stop. Mr. Higgins, you're being wicked. Higgins, listen, Eliza. I think you said you came in a taxi. Yeah, listen. Well, what if I did? I have as good as a right to take in a taxi as anyone else. Higgins, you have, Eliza, and in future you shall have many taxis as you want, and should go up and down around the town in the taxi every day. I think of that, Eliza. Mr. Pierce. Mr. Higgins, you're tempting the girl. It's not right. Miss Pickering. Very clever, Higgins. Miss Doolittle to Eliza Doolittle. Lisa. Overwhelmed. Ah, ah, ah. Ooh. Higgins. There's that all you get out of Eliza? Ah, ah, ah. Ooh. You use no use explaining. As a military man, you ought to know that give her her orders. That's what she wants. Eliza, you are to lie. For 6 months here to live, for next 6 months, learning how to speak beautifully like a lady in a florist shop. If you're good and you do whatever you're told, you shall sleep in a proper bedroom and have lots to eat and money to buy chocolates and take rides in taxis. If you're naughty and idle, you will sleep in the back kitchen among the back beetles and walloped by Mr. Pierce with a broomstick. At the end of the 6 months, at the end of the 6 months, you shall go meet the king in a carriage, beautifully dressed. If the Buckingham Palace finds out you're not a lady, you'll be taken by the police in the Tower of London, where you'll be kept as a warning to other presumptuous flower girls. If you are not found out, you shall have a present of sixpence, 7 and 6 pence to start life with, as a lady in a shop. It isn't a bad offer. Lisa sits silently in her chair and ponders over the offer. So, next few questions for you guys. So, why didn't Mr. Pierce send the visitor away? 2. Was Higgins going to the charge any futures for her lessons? 3. Was Lisa married? So these three are questions for you. So these three questions are for you. And have a good day. Have fun. Present